Hey guys, how you doing? This is Ryan Date, aka Date Ryan Sama on Twitch and on Twitter. A member of the Hashira podcast. We talk all things anime and nerd. And we are back live once again to talk about some anime and nerd things.
I'd like to begin with a fact.
So, I've got with me, of course, over there is Nobu Nagadano as Tommy. And below me, that is Travis, my brother, aka Goose, the truth, and the man behind the activity and the ability. That is Ed, and Edwin. And we are your favorite Hashira. And so, we're glad that you guys have joined us one more time because this is something I've been seeing recently. And because I realized how much I despise this character whenever the Goose talks about her. F Rachel, 2024 and beyond. But it also made me realize that there are just some characters that I just think are very bad or are so good at being bad that I dislike them. So I wanted to bring that to you guys live, and I wanted to bring that to, the pillars here so we could talk about some characters that get us in our feelings or we just think are absolutely terrible. And so I want to start like that, and I'm going to pass it to the side. And of course, if you're watching this on YouTube, that's going to be what it is. So please throw those in the comment section so we can talk with you. But yeah, what are some characters? And we'll name one, go around, and then come back through. Get three out the way and then talk about them. But that's how we're gonna handle it. So what? Somebody give me one character that's just like either this character is terribly trash, or this character just makes me hate them so much that I just can't stand seeing them on screen. What do you got?
I'm gonna just say what's her name since it's in the chat, and I was gonna say anyway, Gabby from AOT. So you said we're gonna go around though, right?
Oh yeah. No, but no. If you're saying Gabby, go tell us why, and we'll chime in and
all
we'll
right.
pick
So
someone else.
the reason why I hate Gabby is because like she's just like some random little kid, and like I didn't understand why they made this random little kid like just do all this crazy stuff to stop like what Eren is doing. Even though I guess she don't really stop what he's doing, but yeah, like I'm just like, why is it this stupid kid? Like get this kid out of here. Like I can understand if she was like some character from the mainland that they built up to be like amazing at fighting and stuff like that. But like no, it's just some random little stupid ass pain in the head, pain in the freaking yeah. I just stick to pain in the head. Kid, like get out of here. So that's why I hated it because it's like yo, like back up, man. This guy's about to start the rumbling, and here she comes just sniping him out of nowhere. Like you don't have these skills. Like get out of here with this freaking aimbot bullcrap.
Aimbot is crazy.
Yeah. So that's why I can't stand her.
That's crazy.
I mean, I also don't like Gabby. She's committed an offense. It's an affront to everything I hold dear. And listen, screw Gabby, and yeah, screw that broad.
I
So
love Gabby.
we know you like Gabby.
Love
so,
Gabby.
Yeah, we know. We know.
Yeah.
You hear that? You hear that?
Yeah.
You hear that stream? Of course,
Yeah.
the Goose loves Gabby. 'Cause
Gabby.
So hold on. So why do you love Gabby?
I think that if people were actually watching all of the amazing episodes that we put out, I loved her placement in the show and in the story. It pertains to like how doesn't matter how old you are, how young you are, you're a person, a product of this war, and propaganda can easily influence anyone. It was so beautiful how they used this little, made sure she was young, made sure it was a girl, and put this.
What do you mean by that?
Terrible, huh?
What do you mean by that?
I think it was on purpose. I think all
so
of these things were purposely done to see this girl that's supposed to. Whenever it's shown on television, majority of the time, little girl is supposed to be innocent, and her innocence has already been stripped away at a very young age.
Yeah,
she knows death, she knows war, she knows hate, she knows all these things, and it was like, and here she is thinking that she knows so much when she doesn't know anything at all except what was given to her.
Yeah,
which was hate, war. So, like, to me, Gabby is a beautiful character.
Ed's hand is up.
All right, so it sounds like you finished. I mean, but that's like 90% of the cast, though. So like obviously that's not gonna take
Mm.
away from her. But like I said, that's cool and that's true what you said. But the fact that it's just a random, she's just a random kid that's just involved in trying to become a soldier or whatever, and then now they have this one kid just causing all this chaos, and it's like, yo, like sit down.
Yeah,
War is
Like
random.
she should
War
have
is
been
random.
got stopped. Like she didn't. To me, she doesn't have the skills, the anything to survive all this stuff that went on.
Soldiers are random though, Ed. Soldiers are random. She is random. And I think that's what makes her dope. It's a random soldier.
That don't make her dope to me. That just
It's
makes
a
her
random
corny.
soldier.
Nah,
it's
she could have
because
been a
like
random soldier with skill.
Travis's perspective is like from the outside looking in,
Mm.
and then like I guess I'm gonna assume that you guys is like your team Aaron, so you're gonna be a little bit biased, like this little,
No,
nothing.
but that's not true. That's not entirely true because there's other characters that went against Aaron. It's not like Aaron was untouched until her. It's just that okay, you had this stupid
But
little
she
character
did
that's
a
doing all these
significant
things.
amount of
It's like,
stuff, though, right? And she
she
seemed
just
pretty
wasted
helpless.
time. I mean, yeah, I guess
She's
she
a
just
waste of
stalled
time.
things. She did just waste time.
Yeah,
How did she not just waste time?
I didn't say she didn't.
The rumbling happened.
Yeah,
He didn't change anything because once again we go back to that episode where nothing
no,
changed.
no, no,
Everything
no.
played out already because
I'm
he
not.
already saw the vision.
I'm not.
So she ain't doing a
We're
dang
not,
thing.
we're not doing that. We're not doing
We're
This
not
is
doing
gonna
that,
come
but
back to
I'm
be the
doing
whole
that.
episode.
Nah, that's not.
Oh
Yeah,
man,
Gabby she's a dog shitter, man. That's it. Corny
was...
character.
I
Could've been
agree with
somebody
you
else.
guys.
She
Though.
could've
I
just
don't
been
like the
nice, man.
character.
If she would have been nice, I wouldn't have said nothing. Like, yo, nah, this little character's a beast. Like all her amazing accomplishments could have been because she was just nice. And that would have
And
been
not
good
only
for the art.
that,
I would
she
have loved her. Like, yo, this was a good op for Aaron because she's cooking him right now. And
that was even
if
why I
Aaron
hated her.
wasn't Aaron, she would have been better than him.
She killed the potato girl, right?
Yeah, she killed Sasha,
Yeah, I
man.
think
That was
she
the
did.
worst.
Yeah, like
That
stuff
was
like
the worst.
that.
Piece of
Look at
shit.
her making
Making
people
it
upset.
product of
She
war.
did her job. Look, she did her job.
I did my job.
She
Yeah.
got
did.
people
She started
getting
the-
upset 'cause she
she
killed people that y'all
furthered the
love.
rumbling.
Oh Lord.
He furthered the rumbling and made this dude kill 80% of the population because of Gabby. How about that?
There you
Because she
go.
went and sniped that little girl.
Lord have
Right.
mercy.
Look at
So,
that. Another little girl that didn't know nothing. She just wanted to eat potatoes. And now she's dead.
Word. Innocence.
Yo, what?
Innocence, right? At innocence, not joking. Yo, Tommy,
That's funny.
Yo,
you're up, man. Throw us a character that you think is trash or you can't stand. You get the gist of it. Talk to us.
so I know you could relate to this. This is not really my answer, but I just wanted to bring it up real quickly. I was gonna say, because you brought up Alpha, so I was gonna say Street Fighter Alpha 3 and Bison. Oh my god! Because I was just playing Anniversary Collection. And Street
That's
Fighter
crazy.
2 Turbo Sagat. Oh my.
My next
Yo.
pick was gonna be a Street Fighter character too.
Oh my gosh.
You had another-
But anyways,
But why that specific
Um,
Bison?
That Bison, he has a level 3
Bro.
special where he goes off the screen and comes back. It's the whole screen is
Oh,
Psycho
yes.
Crusher, and
Whole
he does it
screen
when you
Psycho
jump
Crusher
on
special.
purpose because you can't block specials in the air in Alpha 3. So when
it
he
smokes
does
your
it,
whole life bar.
he just waits till you jump.
Your whole life bar is gone.
Yeah, that's menace
And even the
behavior.
chip
That's
damage
funny.
on it is crazy.
It's terrible.
That's funny.
As far as characters that or a character that I hate, you know how I feel about Renji though. He's always in my mind as far as people that I hate, bro.
From Bleach?
Oh my word, yo, the character. He's
That's
like the
funny.
most useless. The most useless. He holds the record for being beaten the most next to Toshiro, but I think Toshiro got more dubs.
Yo,
But it's just like
Toshiro's getting washed.
Renji holds the record for getting his Bankai broken the most, and he never brings anything to the fight, bro. Like we talked about in that one episode of Bleach. He always comes in with this like cool entrance or whatever and acts like he's about to get something done, and then just
Smoked.
Bankai, and then it gets broken. It's just, why is he even there? It's just he really is a pointless character to me.
Okay.
And he really, I told you about the flashback scene from the prior season. I forgot, somebody was talking to, was that Kenpachi? Was that the Unohano death scene or something like that?
Which was fire, by the way.
Anyways, something was brought where it was like you and the rest of your rivals, and they're bringing up people like Ichigo and other captains, and then there's a little like little flashback picture of Renji. I'm like, bro, why? It just doesn't make any sense, bro. He really is a bad character.
Oh my gosh.
I feel like his efforts are all in vain because you don't. You're not doing anything. So I would say I dislike that character because he really is pointless. If he was never there, like didn't exist, bro, Bleach would still be the same, or they'd probably be a little bit better off. Like all the characters.
Oh,
So,
shoot. Oh, no.
I think
Nah,
he's a
that's
waste.
crazy. I mean, all right, fair enough. I mean, I can see where you're coming from. Renji is somebody like I wanted to root for because I'm the sixth
It
company all
was
the
just
way.
his opening. It was his opening. Like seemed like he had so much potential when we first met him. He comes, he beats the crap out of Ichigo, and that was it. That was the last time he won.
No, but then Ichigo got to get back real fast, remember? Because that's why Byakuya had to do what he did in the beginning. So it wasn't even like his little triumph was short lived. You know what I'm saying? It was like I got it because you don't know what's going on. The Ichigo's like main character overpower you, so I still got it. And then Byakuya had to come break Ichigo's sword with no movement, wash him up, take Rukia and leave. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like Renji was going through it, man. I wanted him to win a lot, but it would just always go bad. Like
things never really turn out well for him. So he sucks.
He's on the list.
And,
Got it. All right, Goose, talk to us.
I can say I have an honorary mention after what I say one, but I'd say is his name Splitter or Splitter? Honestly, that show gives us so many characters to choose from. My Hero Academia, but
about the lizard dude.
Yeah.
What is but you mean the one I was trying to be like Stain?
Yes.
Spinner.
Hate that guy. Bro. What
Doesn't mean that's so random to hate him.
I can't stand that guy.
Oh my god!
I can't It's like, why are you even in the room with all of these beasts? Why are you here?
That's funny.
That's what I was saying about Renji, man. Oh my. I say
at least Renji has a Bankai. This dude is just a lizard.
He has a Bankai. Oh my.
Oh, the slander.
Bankai. That's what I'm saying. This guy's just a lizard. Literally just put a ninja lizard in that show. He's not even a ninja lizard who want to be like Stain, and he went out bad. Just his arc was horrible. Like his story was just. Funny thing is, if he would have been written to be maybe see the better side and become a good guy, I think that would have been better for his character. But that doesn't happen. So
I think his problem is that he's trying to be like Stain, and nobody could be like Stain.
Agreed. I mean, but it's not even that. But like Travis saying, like, what was his quirk?
Lizard.
Yo.
Like. It's horrible.
He became an author.
Like, even if he was,
that's what Taka said in the chat.
I know. That's true.
Even if he would have at least he didn't even fight like Stain. You just dressed like him. You cosplayed.
He was cosplaying.
I didn't even realize he was Stain until I think he said that. I'm like, oh shoot. I didn't realize he was dressed.
So he didn't even cosplay good.
He was a cosplaying lizard. That's all he did. But he sat amongst Shigaraki and the rest of them. Yeah, Spinner was
pretty sad.
Spinner was bad. Yeah, that's a good one, Goose. I can't front. That's a good one, man.
Telling you, man. I forgot my honorary mention. That's how bad he is.
Oh no, I mean we're going back around. All right. So because we're only 13 minutes in. So I got for me. I mean, come on. Yeah. I feel like I should F you, Travis, and F Gabby. I'm sorry. F Gabby. No, but F Rachel for real.
Bring up her sister. I knew he's gonna bring up her sister.
Oh, damn right. F Rachel. F her.
Nah,
F.
I actually like Rachel though.
I know you like. I know both of y'all are Rachel fans, and that's okay.
Well, I wouldn't call myself a fan. I just don't hate the character. All right, so can I? Wait, we're gonna talk about how from the first. I only watched the first season, and from the first season, I told y'all this little kid, Bam, whatever his name is. That's his fault. He wants to follow her. She said, "Yo, I'm out. Like, leave me alone." He went in there, he followed her, and she's doing what she's doing, trying to get to the top. That's why she didn't bother me. But Gabby,
I-
heck no.
Nah, but Ed,
Afraid?
you gotta
Man.
watch the next season of Tower of God, man. If you feel it in your heart, because
Wait, you're not trying to watch it? You just like leaving it alone? You're not trying to.
Yeah, probably.
you gotta, if it's in your heart, man, you gotta watch it because Rachel is
Really?
a freaking,
Is this season worth watching though? I mean, I said I was gonna give it a second chance.
No,
but I was
it's better than the first one. It's better than the first one. It is.
Hey, that first I was like,
It's
what
not
the-
like
F
rushed.
her.
It's not like
F Rachel. She's a sadistic
Oh,
psycho
yeah.
broad who's all about herself,
man.
and she's willing to do whatever it takes to get to the top. And she's over here doing some diabolical things. And the fact that listen, I ain't trying to spoil it, so I'm trying to go around everything what I was saying it straight out. But she's a freaking broad, and if you ain't watched Tower of God season 2, you still think she's all right, go watch Tower of God season 2. And you come back after watching that, and you look me in my face, square in my face, and tell me that Rachel's a good person, or I don't give. She's annoying and F her. She's a disrespectful, despicable. Listen, she's on the level of Shao Tucker. She's getting me that upset. I'm tired of her.
Joe Tucker, oh no.
But isn't that the point of like the Tower of God to be the number one?
To get to the top. Yeah, to get to the
That's
top.
not,
Get to
that,
the
that's,
top.
why, that's why she don't. But that's why she don't bother me though. If she's trying
Yeah,
to
but
be
I don't
about
think no, I
herself,
don't
then it
think
is
one
what it is.
person needs to be there though, Ed. I think multiple people can
mean,
make it to the
Yeah,
top.
you can get there as a
Yeah.
team, which is why they make you go as a team. All the tests that they put on right now to get up the tower, they're putting them in teams. They're forcing them to be in teams. Like without spoiling it, they're literally putting teams together, forcing them to have to continue with each other because certain
No,
tests
it
you
was a
can't get
jealousy
by
thing.
without teams.
It was
The
a
thing
jealousy- it was
is,
a jealousy thing.
even if it's jealousy, like I said, again, I'm not saying she's a terribly written character. Please don't. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying I hate her. Like I hate her. So because she's just. I don't want to spoil, but what she did to my man's Travis, you're not gonna tell me that wasn't crazy. What she did to my man's?
No, that was
Oh
wild.
my god.
I love their scenes. No, Ed.
The main
I
character or a
encourage-
different character?
Different character.
Different character,
Oh, shoot.
bro.
I
Bro.
encourage.
Bro,
I encourage.
she's disrespectful, and her being phony, is bro.
Yo, Ed.
Oh my
Every
god.
single I encourage.
I hate her. I hate her so much. Anyway, I
Nah, if you vouching this hard, I'll definitely watch it then.
mean, because you already know
Yeah.
technically what happened in the first season, so you would understand. As soon as you see it happen, you can be like, "Oh, this mother." Like that. Even if you agree with it or not, you just be like, "This mother." Because literally, the first time I saw it in the second season, I was like, "Oh, this."
even what they did with they did with Bam, even what they did with Bam, are like his character is not the same it was in season 1. Like I enjoy
Yeah,
this.
it's good stuff.
this
You know,
time
it's good. It's good. It's good. But yeah.
I'm glad they did what they did. I remember my honorary mention.
Now, your second one will come right now. Ed, we're back to you.
Dang. I was gonna say what's his name from Street Fighter 6. To be honest with you, that JP character. Man. That's like the dumbest thing I've ever seen in a video game, bro.
Oh, JP?
Yeah. Oh,
He's
that's
kind
what
of nerfed a little bit now.
They
so.
did nerf him
I
crazy.
don't
They
know.
had to. He was wild.
Yeah,
'cause that
he's-
like I don't understand how you give this guy. He has a counter. He's a OD range zone, whatever they want to call it, in fighting games character. He has like I said, he has a counter. He has a grab. He has a projectile. If you jump towards him, he shoots the thing out the floor. It's like, bro, what do you like? Why do I have to play
And
a
if he hits you
guessing
out the
game from
air,
every range?
He can
Yeah.
confirm into a whole combo into special
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, yo, like,
off
what
a
is this dumb
projectile.
character?
That is crazy.
Yeah, he's not as played anymore though. I actually been playing recently like quite a bit because Terry dropped in the game, but the most played characters are still like Rashid is ridiculous right now.
Bro, oh my gosh.
Yo, mix up game is so bad, but
That's how you know
I
Punk
mean,
is
yeah.
the man. Because Punk was playing.
He's still running Cammy?
yeah.
Nice. Yeah, that JP dude, man. I'm like, yo, like, what are we like? Why are we still doing this with these damn fighting games, man? Like, I get it, but like, we already got Dalsim. Like, at least I think you could hit his arm, no?
Yeah,
If he so like you can hit him
Yeah.
back, but like this dude.
And then
is
they
just
got the
like,
perfect parry too that you can
yeah.
try to get, but
Wait,
it's
who,
even
JP?
harder than Third Strike now.
Oh, Dalsim.
So
Yeah,
but
that character. I don't know what they was thinking with that dude, man. Like,
All right, well, he's
literally,
like I said, he's
50% of the
nerfed
reason
now,
why
so
I
he's not
stopped playing.
that bad anymore. But
Hmm.
I mean, Street Fighter as a
Never been
whole
at it.
is good. So, I definitely hear that. He JP. Tom, I think you were next, right? Tom, so it's you.
Oh, I got one. So, this is I always believed this every time I watched it over. But I'm going to talk a little bit about Death Note, right? So if
Mhm.
you guys remember, towards the end, right, Light gave a book to this dude named Mikami, right?
Mhm.
And he was like, "What?
No, so you give me the perfect character. Go ahead.
Oh." So Light gave this book to this dude Mikami, and he was like, "Yo, pretty much just do my bidding, to get like some of the attention off of me because he was under like heavy watch from all these other guys or whatever." So, long story short, towards the end when he came for him, he was standing outside the building or whatever that they were in, and he was supposed to write everybody's names down or whatever.
Mm.
And then when Nier checked the book, he was like, "Yo, everybody's name is written except for Light, and this is exposing Light as Kira." So I was like, "Ain't this a bitch?" Because throughout the whole show, like throughout the whole like the length of the character being introduced, he knew that he was being spied on by one of Nier's dudes.
Mhm.
And I'm like, bro, how did you not and why did you not have a for sure? This is like the day of reckoning. Like this is end game. Like you're about to take out everybody that's going against y'all. Once y'all clear all these people, that's it. Light wins. He's God of the world, whatever. It's gonna be a new world, whatever. How do you screw up this badly into not realizing and knowing that someone is looking at the note on a daily basis while you're at the gym? You made you had the same routine on purpose every single day just so they could believe certain things about you and understand certain things about you. And when the day comes, you don't have like at least a piece of the note ripped out, something to make sure that this piece of paper is going to work. And like he didn't consider that they were going to try to do something to stop him from killing these people, knowing that somebody is looking at the book while you're at the gym working out. The dude's going into your locker, looking at the book and doing all these things. How do you screw this up, bro?
He just so
How?
he
Blame
fumbled the
Light.
bag, crazy, huh?
Nah, you gotta blame Light, man.
Dang.
He's supposed to be the mastermind. You should have known this could have happened.
Send my
Stop
way.
it. Stop it.
Send
Said
it my
what?
way.
Send it. Go
Stop
ahead,
it.
Just
Stop
Goose.
send
it.
it.
Stop it. Stop it.
I'm
Stop it.
blaming
Stop it.
Light, man. Light wasn't. No, hold
Can't,
on. You're not gonna get not yet, Goose. Light was not as smart as that show, and you think he is, man.
oh,
He
Light was
was.
Yes!
definitely he was
No, he
definitely
was
And
the,
not.
that's
the
my
No, he
smartest
was
baby.
person
not.
in the show.
No, he was
It's
not.
light.
No, he was not.
It's
Light.
light.
There's a
Don't say it's what's his name?
there's a
L.
character. L was way smart. That's why L figured him out in
Wait,
two
It was
seconds.
No,
wait.
way
Look at the
smarter
There's a
chat.
than
Look at the chat. Look at the
character.
chat.
There's a
It
character.
baffles me that you don't think that
There's
L
a
is smarter than Light.
character.
How do you not see that?
So Taka
What do you
said
mean? How
Taka
do I not
said
see
Thank
that?
you. No, get her read what
Bro.
Taka said.
Taka said man's really came in like, yo, who did L say it was? Oh, Light? Yeah, that's him.
Like, it's
Bro,
seriously.
bro.
Hold on. But there was one
With
character
no
that lied.
powers.
There was one character in that show that lied. Yeah, word that lied and said he wasn't gonna interfere, and he did multiple times to save Light.
Who,
And that
Ryuk?
was Ryuk. Yes.
You guys need to understand though. Light put people in positions to where they're forced to act even though they did not want to act. And you're
Who,
always
Ryuk?
saying like, yo, he had help from the Shinigami. Bro, Light is putting people in positions where they're forced to. Just like when Rem killed L and his helper Watari or whatever his name is. L pretty much forced his hand into doing so.
No.
I mean,
No.
excuse me, Light
Rem-
forced his hand into doing so.
Uh-oh.
Rem didn't.
Tommy
Rem
is-
only did that because he wanted to save the little Blanquita. That was it.
Let me tell you right now.
If
But
Rem
why
didn't want to
did
save,
why did she
because-
have to be saved?
Ed, Tommy is to Light what the Buggy Pirates are to Buggy. You know how Buggy be doing crap and like if he
What the fuck?
just and they be like, oh, he's such a genius. Oh, he knows what he's. That's exactly what Tommy is to Light, bro. Like, yeah.
Bro. You mean
Bro,
like
you
one of
giving him
Buggy's
so much
followers,
credit
bro?
that he don't deserve.
Yo, seriously,
I
man.
give Light all the credit in the world.
Uh-oh.
I know that's why you Buggy's
Yo.
Pirates.
That's why you Buggy's Pirates is
Yo.
crazy.
my man Ryuk helped this guy over an apple. He gave him an apple and he helped him.
Light
After he
exploited
said-
that though. It may just be something
Oh,
as minor as an
man.
apple, but Light
Nah,
did exploit that and used it against him.
Nah, Ryuk.
He
That's
literally
what Ryuk-
starved. Yo,
Ryuk
bro.
said it. Ryuk said it. He said, "I want to be entertained," and that back and forth between Light and L was very entertaining for him. That's why
That's
he was
fine.
helping Light,
Which
because
is
he knew
fine.
that L
Which is
cooked him in 2 seconds. He pulled up and was like, yo, broadcast this on TV. And he fell for it. And he's like, I know it has to be this
bro, which is
occupational
perfectly
person
fine
in this
though.
area. And then he was like, oh, all right, it's this kid. That's why he
But
pulled up and was like, yo, I'm L.
how many things did L fall for at the same time? And telling him, I know you are him, but I cannot prove it is crazy.
Yeah, because like Goose said, L had no powers besides his brain. He had, if it was up to L, Light was done for, but he had to prove it. Why?
What do you mean it was
Because
up to
Ryuk.
L? It was up to him the whole time, and he
No,
died
but that's
trying
what
to
I'm
do
saying.
it.
But if he didn't have to prove it to anybody but himself, Light is done. But he can't
Well,
just
that's not
kill
how
the
the
kid
game
and
works.
put him in yeah, because it's innocent before proven guilty. But what
The
you
dude had a handicap.
yeah, literally, he
His
had two
handicap.
Shinigamis. He had 2 Death Notes, 2 Shinigamis.
Bro,
Freaking,
he
his
worked
dad
all that
had
into
the
his
eyes for him.
favor,
Like,
though.
yeah,
It does. I
that's
don't
fine.
care.
No,
Like,
I'm not.
to be honest, who
But we're
cares
not
if you're on
mad
an
at
even playing
Light.
field?
We're not
If
mad at
it
Light
comes
for
down to
using
something
his
like that, I'm gonna use
resources.
everything that I can in order to win. So
Yo.
I'm sorry that L
But
didn't have a Shinigami to help him out or do something
He
for
didn't need
him.
it. He didn't need it though.
you know what's funny? This is one of
Because
those
That's
when
why
things
he
where I
he
died.
really.
Yeah.
This is one of the.
That's
but hold on,
That is
But can I say one
crazy.
thing? What I always wanted to say too is that, like, I feel like at the end of the day, Light never beat L though, because he still have to use one of the Shimigamis to figure out his name or something like that. Like, how did he end up writing his name in the book?
Who L getting killed?
Yes, how did Light end up getting his name?
He didn't.
Yes, what do you
Rem
mean
wrote
he
his
did it?
Rem wrote his
Okay,
name.
exactly. So he Light never even could beat L. He didn't even beat L. He had to
Bro,
use
he
some
no no no
supernatural
no
force
no hold
to
up,
beat the
hold up,
guy.
hold up. That's not true. That's not
How
true.
not?
Because Light could have had L's name, but he chose not to take the ability in the first place. He's like, yo, I'm not wasting my life on that. That's why he's using Misa. He's like, yo, you take half your life more than once and do all this shit for me because you're fodder and you're just a pawn.
But Tom, the thing you don't want to just admit and understand is that whether he gets the eyes or not, it's still him using some special ability to get this guy's name, because he cannot outsmart L. He cannot
Bro,
beat him.
and L had, even if you don't see it as an equal playing field, he had all the task force. He had all the just the things that they were doing to help him. It wasn't just him. Watari was extremely capable, and he was using all these people to take down one person. It wasn't just L.
But
I
again,
mean,
I'm gonna use a Naruto reference. If when Naruto and Sasuke
I know
were
y'all just
fighting,
refuse to give this dude any
no,
type
because
of credit.
but hold on. It's like if Naruto or Sasuke alone fought Jubi Madara and he had the Limbo clones out and they can't see them. How do you expect them to just win if they have these two? If he has these two things helping him that they can't compete
Bro,
with,
but
if
it's
straight up
not like the
1v1,
Shinigami was like, here, we're here, use us any way you want to. Light had to
my thing
manipulate
is,
them in order to use them.
I know,
None of them
but
was
that's
really
what I'm saying. So you're boom, me versus you in on chest, and you have speakers in your ear, and Travis and Maurice are sitting there telling you, "Yo, make this move," or you tell them like, "Yo, they're invisible," and you're like, "Yo, move this. He's not paying attention. Move that," and they're doing things. Like, it's not really me versus you now. You have other things helping you. Yeah, he's using those other things, and because of
just
those,
like L did, though. He had
but L,
other people
no.
around him.
Yeah, okay, yeah, he has other people around him, but like at the end of the day, it was all just straight up L. L only
In
needed those
terms
other
of
people
figuring
because
things
No, it's
out,
true.
it was
yeah,
L.
L was
yes, but the
orchestrating
only
that
reason
side
why
of things. He had the whole
because
task force and everything
To
else.
figure things out, it was L, Tom. To
yes,
figure
but
things
Just
out, it
like
was
Light did on his side. It just so
no, it's
happened to be the
completely different.
Shinigamis.
No, it's completely
Do
different.
you
The
no no
reason
no.
why, only
Do
reason
you
why
think
L
that
needed
Rem would have
help is
acted
because he's
without
fighting against other random forces that he doesn't
Yo,
even know he's fighting against.
it
Yo,
doesn't
it was L
matter.
versus Ryuk, Rem,
How can
Misa,
that matter?
even the police, Light's father. L is going against all these people internally, going against him. If it would have just been L by himself versus Light, which is what L always did, that he didn't really work with anybody. It was just straight up L.
So what
And he
was
would
the
always
police
catch
force doing
everyone.
there with him the whole time?
Because Light used the Shinigami to get around the traps that L put. So once
It
once
wasn't
this went
just
to a
only use of Shinigami.
yes, it was. Once
It
the battle went from human level to supernatural level, which L didn't have, it was over for L. That's why he was never able to prove it, because now he has to prove that the Shinigamis are real. If he can prove that, well, I mean,
And when
the
he
father used the
did,
book or whatever.
when he knew that they were real,
Yeah, and then you have what's his name still doing some tricks with the book. I'm gonna give you this book, and then I'm gonna take that book, so that now when you take this book, you're that book, and then
That's
I
the
got this
thing.
book. You're gonna take.
And
I'm gonna
that's
hold
what
a
I'm
piece of
saying.
paper in my pocket.
Light
So
covered so
this man
many
is playing
bases at one time, bro. There
Yo,
was
Death Note was
barely,
so
there
funny.
was no room for error
Yes.
at that point.
because this guy Light is doing some other stuff on the
Light was
side that got
thinking
nothing to do
years
with on.
ahead of this dude.
What?
Oh my God, this is how
Yo,
L ended up
literally.
dying.
Light had the power of gods and lost to barefooted. L.
Who did he lose to?
Sitting in the chair, he lost. He pretty much once he accepted that the name being written down from Rem, he said, "F it, let me just do it. Let me go all the way around this." That man
Do
went
you
around
think-
the world
But
just
bro,
to give somebody a hand. He went all the way to Ohio just to say sorry.
yo, Rem had no allegiance to Light to begin
Dang,
with,
Goose, you
right?
didn't catch that?
I caught that.
And
I
Rem-
caught that.
Yeah,
That's
you
what,
didn't catch that, Goose?
Hawthorne Heights. Hawthorne
Bro,
Heights. I
apology.
caught it. I caught it.
Rem threatened to kill Light if he did some dumb shit. It
Exactly.
wasn't
And
like
then
they were
Light-
friends and they were just kicking it like, all right, Light, whenever you need me, let me know.
Okay,
Like,
so
no.
Taka
Okay,
is
so
saying
let me-
that there's not one point in time that L did not move his accusation of Light.
True.
Light had the power of gods and lost to barefooted cuz. And then he also said when L died, the task force couldn't do anything. That's all L doing all the work. That's in the chat. That's,
but hold on.
I
that's
literally
Taka.
said L orchestrated a lot of the stuff, but he still had people to move around and do things for him.
I mean, manipulating people is not the same as having Shinigami literally on your team. Those are two different things.
They're not on your team though. He has to do things in order to manipulate the Shinigamis to work for him. They're not just like, yo, L, let me know, bro. I got you.
Once
It's
the
not like
Shinigami
that.
said this is entertaining to me and decided it was going to continue, that means
Yes.
they're on your side, bro. They were literally like, we're going to let
Bro.
this
That's what I
continue.
said.
Ryuk
You
did not.
lied.
There was never a time where Light was like, "Yo, Ryuk, do this." It never happened. It had to be something in exchange, and he had to do something to manipulate him in order to
That's
doing
but,
it.
But
It
my
was
point
not
is that
simple.
but Light manipulating Rem and Ryuk is not Light beating L. He's
How
beating other
difficult-
people to
How
get
did
them
Light
to
even
do
set that up
something
to
in his
manipulate
favor.
Rem into killing L in the first place?
But exactly, he manipulated Rem into killing L because he couldn't do that himself.
He
how
literally
do you
could have at some point,
So then why didn't he do it
because that was never his aim in the first place for himself to do it.
for himself to do what? Kill L?
He had already planned to force the Shinigami to kill L.
Because he can't beat him.
That's not how. Yo,
How does that not make sense?
he. What do you mean? His plan was to use the Shinigami to kill L, which is pretty damn easy, bro. For the Shinigami to do.
Why wouldn't it be easy? Why wouldn't that be easy?
When we do our next episode, just have your background, as the Jolly Roger for Buggy's podcast.
Bro, you're not saying anything. So, anyways, the
You can do that.
Shinigami it's super easy. He understands that they have this ability to kill at ease. Right? And at the same time, that same Shinigami is threatening you. Is like, yo, if you step out of line, I'm going to kill you myself. So he pretty much killed two birds with one stone because he killed the Shinigami that was threatening his own life and then killed his worthiest adversary at the same time. And to
That's
plan
fine.
that to that extent is even crazier.
No, because the girl the girl in control of the book and the Shimigami was obsessed with him. So he already had that in the bag to just get her to do
Which
whatever
was
he wanted.
great. He saw that and used her, bro.
That's fine, but using stupid people around you to do your bidding doesn't mean that
That's not
that-
difficult.
But normally,
Yeah, that doesn't mean
stupid
that
people
I'm-
give you stupid results. But Light is so smart and so great, he made it seem like it wasn't that stupid.
yeah, he's so smart that he lost when L was gone. How
He
about that one?
didn't lose. It was Mikami, man.
Yeah, now
I
It
stick
was
to that
Mikami.
forever,
It was
He
Mikami.
got
Look,
two-
look,
he
it
got
was
My
two
most
kills.
Mikami.
hated character, bro. And then the
Yeah.
dude pops his thumb off and kills himself like an idiot. Like-
Nice.
I mean, Trav, you got your
That was
character
my
next,
character.
Trav, because I'm.
Huh?
Oh, Light was your character?
That was my character.
Hmm. All right, go ahead,
Yeah.
explain.
Can't
We
hate
gotta-
the
we gotta
smartest
start
dude
from
in
the
the show, bro.
I mean, hey, we just went into it all that, but just a quick
No,
one.
I
Like,
said I was like I kept on saying that's the guy. That's the guy who was.
Oh,
mentioning.
okay,
That's what I was
gotcha.
saying.
all right,
That was it.
that's it.
So why do
Whatever
you
we
hate,
just did
why do you
now.
hate Light? What happened?
That was me.
How do you hate
Huh?
the smartest dude in the show?
Wait. Give you a quick
Not the
one liner,
smartest.
Trav, so that way because people are gonna see it and they're gonna hear us jump into the conversation without hearing like that. your actual choices. So just
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
state your choice. Give us like the one line on why he's bad, and we'll keep it pushing.
Well, Ed said everything I would want to say, but if I was to give one line, it's the fact that the dude thought that he was the smartest dude in the room, and he wasn't. L was way better than him. He was smarter than him, and the dude had a handicap the whole show. Every time through the whole show.
Bro, it's not a handicap.
And honestly, this is one of those things. What is it? What is it you guys like to bring up? That's not something I don't even like to touch on. In terms of oh gosh, I'm blanking on the terminology. But when the main character
Plot hacks?
has like the plot, huh?
Plot hacks. Plot
Plot
hacks.
hacks?
Yeah, pretty much.
The plot
That was
armor?
what
You
it was.
cannot be saying this right now. This is
Yes.
insane.
He had plot armor.
I said this is insane.
For sure, he had plot armor.
You know,
and
I would 100% agree. Like I said, and I repeat it again, if they were willing to help him with nothing in return, they'd be like, yo, Light, I got you, bro.
but-
Let me know when you're ready. But it was never
But-
the case.
But Light kind of
I think
admitted
people
his
are not
loss though.
understanding that we're looking at an animated world was created for us. A manga, the story is this. It's not a supernatural world that's being given to us, right? The only time it turns supernatural is when Light gets the book, right?
Episode
So
one.
other than that, hold on. Other than that, it's a it's regular Japan, regular, right? So if we have that understanding, and L is going into the game as just a genius, right, and figuring things out, and then he
He's a very
What-
well-seasoned detective. Yes. He's the best detective in the world, to be honest. Going against a high school kid.
I'm blanking on the quote. Somebody who knows it, please say it for me. But if it's, I'm gonna come back to you. Okay, I'm gonna come back to you. It's a Sherlock quote.
I didn't- But that's the thing, too. It's not like Light was flawless, bro. He had an extreme ego. And he was extremely prideful. That's why he
His ego
took
is
those.
not the reason why. The ego is not the reason why he was. The ego is not the reason why he just wasn't that. He wasn't the smartest character in the show. He wasn't the smartest character in the show, and he had a handicap. That's what I'm
Bro.
talking about.
To be a
Um,
that's just crazy for you to say that once again. And I'll never agree to that nonsense. And I don't think the writer would either. But anyways,
of course not.
for you to plan
I think the writer
to
would
plan out that far ahead.
Here it is.
Which is-
Here's the quote. Here's the quote. When you have eliminated the impossible, whatever remains, however improbable, must be the truth.
Yes.
L did that.
And guess what?
That's amazing to me. Like,
Guess what?
yo, it can't be anything else but the side. You must have some outside.
Where the
Shit
only
happening.
the only reason that you could defeat me or even be in steps close to me is because you have outside help. That's literally what L was doing.
I
He's
can't
like,
figure
listen,
it out.
Outside,
'Cause I'm
not
not
even
smarter
outside
than
help.
you.
Outside the regular world life help. Like,
Bro, do you think any other person aside from L or Light would have been able to use the Shinigami like Light did?
Doesn't
Lelouch.
matter.
different show, Travis.
I'm
But
just saying,
I'm just
it's
saying,
like
I heard you. It doesn't matter. I hear you.
just in the way that he decided to use whatever he had at his disposal, right? Like, why not use it? It sucks for L, bro. You couldn't figure that out, even though there was clues all along the way, and that's how they ultimately ended up figuring it out. But even when he did figure it out,
not Arthur
was already
Conan
too late.
Doyle.
it was already too late.
All right. I mean,
Sherlock is quoting Arthur.
I don't
We
give a shit
literally-
about Sherlock, bro.
went
He's
15
dead
I don't
minutes
give a
out
shit about Light.
just on this.
L is Sherlock,
Hold
basically.
on, Vaz.
Yeah,
when
he
Light,
got smoked.
when Nier and Mello, whatever his name is, pulled up, he only had one Shinigami that he wasn't even really using because your boy Mikami, whatever his name is, was using the Shinigami. That's why he got caught, because all his little tricks up his sleeves wasn't up his sleeve no more. And now he got caught by these two
No,
little
Ed.
random kids.
No.
What do you mean,
Ed.
no?
No.
That's how, like somebody brought up before that he said, whoever L thought was the person is the person. Now we have to just find out why he couldn't prove it. That's all their job was. Why couldn't he prove that it was this guy? because
because
Light never
he wasn't good enough.
like Light never takes an. I mean, L never takes an L.
But he
So if
did.
L can,
That's why he fell out that chair with the heart attack.
yo, nah, you crazy, man. No way, Tom, bro.
Nah, my
I
man,
can't, I
but my
can't, like,
man
this
Light
is
was
really mind blowing.
traumatized by what L did for the rest of the show after because of what L was doing to him, and I think that no
Light
matter
was like,
what,
"Yo, I lost my greatest adversary."
Nah,
he lost the greatest adversary and he
Light
took
was
it and he
like,
lost.
Light was
He
like,
didn't.
damn, I had to
How
use
do you lose?
all these unnatural resources to beat my toughest adversary. I'm not that man.
This is weird. You
I'm not
know,
him. Like I had to
man.
use all this stuff to beat him. I'm I'm I'm
I
I'm the
used what
real
I had
L.
at my disposal.
I'm the real
Which
L, man.
I mean, not to I'm not trying to jump in this either way because like
Jump in it.
Please do.
I think L is him. Y'all know how I feel about that. It's not hidden. I think
That was
L
the
is
dude
him.
dead on the floor.
But
That was
the
Light.
reason why,
He
but the
died
thing
on the
is, I
steps
feel
like
like
a
it's a
dog.
very easy contrast to see, as Travis was just saying, as Ed was just saying. The only reason why it takes a longer time for L to prove that Light is him to people is because there's a supernatural aspect that normal people would not grasp. So I'll have to now prove the fact that you're doing what you're doing with something that doesn't make sense to the normal world. If it was any other factor that was easy to prove, it would have been proven, period.
L,
It's not necessarily the fact that
bro.
he couldn't do it. It's just because it's a different type of
Eliminated
situation. So,
No,
and that's
hold
the
on,
only reason
hold
why
on,
I feel like
hold
I
on,
gotta give it to
Man,
L
I love
because
that quote.
L is just
hold on,
L just did that.
You have
You know what I'm saying? Like
eliminated
I'm
the
not.
bro. Screw Sherlock. He's a dickhead.
impossible remain.
But
However,
No, Tom, because it's
probable.
elementary, my dear Watson. I feel like this is very
stop it.
simple.
Please stop it. Stop it.
But no, this is not the jump light section of the show. But
Nah, go. It's fine.
since
I
we're
understand
here,
the greatest has to be,
if you're in the comment section when this gets on YouTube, you tell us what you think in the L versus Light situation. Who do you think won? Why do you think it happened? And do you agree with the Goose and Edwin, or do you agree with Nobunaga and
bro.
Light? Do you
There's
stand with the
Nobunaga and like
protagonist, or do you stand with L? But
Nobunaga.
I don't want to keep this going on too much longer because I know we were supposed to end a little while ago, but we got into good old anime debates, and I've enjoyed just listening to my brothers talk. So it's been good. Again, please in the comment section below, join us for the
Yo, Maurice,
conversation.
before you end it,
Yo,
Ed said he had a question and it wouldn't take long. I didn't want to forget that.
oh no, yeah, you're right. Sorry,
I guess I'll ask the question.
go for it.
No, so I just wanted to ask, but like I said, I feel like we might have touched on this before. Like, how do y'all feel about like these anime movies instead of like episodes and stuff like that? Like, do I think it's good for the anime, or like is it like kind of corny?
You mean for it to like continue like some of the or like cut out like an arc or something like that and turn it into a movie?
Yeah.
So like like I said, I don't know if I'm getting deja vu, but like we had the Jujutsu Kaisen Zero,
And then the Demon Slayer train,
Slayer, yeah, they start not even only the train.
the
They
arc.
yeah, like the next I
Yo.
think they putting out 3 movies and for the end of the show.
Oh, really?
Like what's going on?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think the next I think they're doing 3 movies. Yes, I was just wondering like
I mean, Travis is shaking his head. You got it, Trav?
Anime is going out bad, man, with that one. Personally, I say this, like, I have no problem with like doing movies that are not canon. I give that for sure. I give that to like One Piece. I can
DBZ.
even give that. DBZ, love that. They did did great work.
Bleach.
Like doing, yeah. I don't. It doesn't need to be canon. And you can still make it work. Naruto, right? Didn't I think Naruto also did, right?
They did quite a few. Hell yeah.
Quite a few. Making it, turning what's canon into a movie says a lot about where we're going in general. I know, like whoever watches us, if they're the younger crowd, they're gonna understand where we are, but it's like very much that's a different direction. That's capitalism out the wazoo. And I get it, like the animation is not the same as it once was, so maybe they're trying to keep up with the money. That's a possibility too, but yeah, I'm there's a big market. It's about the market, and that kind of takes it away from me. That I need to go.
I agree,
see
Travis,
it
with that aspect for sure. I think there's a certain level of greed that has like overcame a lot of these people. Um, Seeing as how successful some of these movies are, like the Demon Slayer, the Train movie. Um,
Mugen Train was
I don't
amazing,
think
man.
it's a failed thing all entirely, unless it's done correctly, because it is very possible. I mean, as shown with some of these movies that were extremely successful. But I just think like maybe other people are looking like, yo, look at that level of success and look at the money that this thing grossed in. Like, if we do something, we could potentially pop off instead of like dropping a season like we would on like whatever it is, like some platform like Crunchyroll and not get that amount of return. So yeah, that I can see why you're saying anime is going out bad in that aspect because maybe they're like losing that I don't know, it's like a certain that whole like well actually it goes a little bit deeper now because I think anime is not the same as it was, when probably like 15, 20 years ago. So
Definitely not.
it's more mainstream now, obviously. People are just showing it off everywhere and now it's like a gimmick for money, which is kind of wild. Um
I'll ask this question. I don't even know was Mewtwo Strikes Back, was that canon?
Actually, yes, the Pokemon movies I believe are
That was
canon.
canon.
I believe
And
they are,
that, I think that maybe that was like maybe the only movie that
which is why
I was
Mewtwo had to like. He's always erasing their memory. Apparently, that's why he's
I
doing
mean,
it.
but can we kind
yeah.
of call Pokemon like I wouldn't really call them anime though.
No, it's definitely anime. Pokemon's definitely
oh
anime.
I
yeah.
mean, yeah, I
Yeah,
mean, no, you could say like it's technically anime, but I feel like as like a view on like worldwide view, I don't
mm.
think people would consider that
I mean,
to be in like that realm of animation, like even like on like a Naruto and stuff like that.
nah, I'd have
It
to. I'd have to
was.
leave.
No,
Or
it
I'd have to
was.
put
Dragon
it
Ball.
It
there
was.
because
It
It
definitely
was.
it's more
is. I
worldwide
mean,
than
I feel
the
everything
like
else.
original
Pokemon is like
Or above
its
them.
own. It's yeah, like that.
Mm.
That's what I'm saying. Like I feel like they like already the same thing with like Yu-Gi-Oh. Like I wouldn't put Yu-Gi-Oh,
Oh,
Pokemon
okay,
in the
that's
same
what you
realm
mean.
as like yeah, like these type of Japanese anime, even though they're coming from there. But
I'll say that, well, because Pokemon was one that really touched different nations very easily. Um,
Everything, yeah, pretty much. But
I think I think with Pokemon, I think with Pokemon, the way they did it, because they were still giving out episodes. It wasn't like 12 episodes and then we had to wait for another year. It was episode.
bro,
Oh, we got
anime
somebody working.
wasn't doing that at the time though. They just non-stop episode. There was not breaking it up into seasons like that. If anything, it was like a 26 episode season or something like that.
Right, right.
It was just
So
non-stop. And that's changed all entirely. It's just crazy.
entirely turned anime basically into like the regular shows that we watch on like
hmm,
ABC. And that I'm just not. I
And
don't know.
real quickly to touch back on a point that I made, which was like doing it right. I'm just gonna like target on Demon Slayer because I thought the train movie was good, and then I actually went to the movie theater to watch that training arc, and then it was like a recap of the season that had just dropped, I believe,
hmm,
the mist with the mist dude or whatever. Then they showed just a little bit of footage, which was like kind of new. But I was like, man, this was really done poorly. This is
hmm.
terrible. It was not worth the time or the money to go watch it. So they just clearly showed a big difference. It's like, yo, are they really reaching for this type of money just by throwing garbage out now? Because I can see that y'all really put the effort in on the Mugen train. And then, yeah, I was like, man, we saw so much success. Yo, let's just throw something out. Everybody's gonna come and see it just based off of the hype and stuff like that. We don't even care about the quality. I mean, that even like translates into music nowadays too. It's just like, yo,
Hmm.
just throw whatever out, bro. We're making it.
Yeah, that's why they ain't no
We're gonna make
classics.
all this money.
And truth be
And
told, oh my bad, keep going.
no, go ahead, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, and I mean, I don't know. This might be like another question if y'all want to touch on it. Sorry, Maurice. But like I also feel like, and how do y'all feel about like? Do y'all think that like, it affects like the seasonal anime episodes? Because like we said, Demon Slayer puts out a movie, and then we sit for like a year and a half, 2 years, wait for a season. We get like maybe like 8 episodes, and then now look, we have to sit now for how many years? And I guess you could say the same thing. The AOT kind of did the same thing too. Because after a while, like when that drink like blew up, they was kind of like, all right, just put an episode out. At least we didn't have to go to the movie theater for it. But it was like, all right, here's like an hour episode, and now y'all gotta wait. And it's like, damn, but like you could have just
Oh
gave us
yeah,
a regular
that was like
season.
the
Like let
ending.
us,
Yeah.
yeah, like let us enjoy that. Like, all right, you got an hour and a half movie, but like you could have just dropped those last two movies as like, a season, and we could have enjoyed that for like a couple months versus us wait, and then you drop it, and now we like, oh damn.
I mean,
So it's just
Yeah,
like,
I think I. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
I wasn't
You
gonna
saying
say much.
something?
I was gonna say that I think that when it comes to the points that you guys are touching on, that there's a lot to agree with, and I just find that I do enjoy watching anime on a grander scale. And that's and I don't like when they make too many things that are non-canon. I'll be real about that, because
mm,
when I got older, after watching all the tapes that we had, Trav, it irked my nerves that when I was having conversations with people, they was like, "Oh, but that doesn't matter because he can't really do that," and you're like, "What do you mean?" And then I finally got into the
Yeah.
canon versus non-canon conversations when we're talking
Yeah.
about movies and not movies, like even Broly not being necessarily canon beforehand, and Broly was one of the coolest characters we ever seen before, and he didn't even really exist. But then like they
Mm.
forced him into it in Super, so it's like for me, I hated the whole non-canon versus canon thing, but I did love the fact that in these movies we got to see production, even on the VHS tapes, that were way better than what we saw on Toonami. Like the movies with
Mm.
DBZ back in the day on those VHS tapes were way, way better than what we've seen on TV. So I love the fact of seeing, and I think Taka said this in the chat, I'm here to see where the budget's going. I like to see the movies being done well, and I want to see anime done at the highest level it can be done at, because that produces some things that's going to leave some memorable moments in my brain from here till the next time I think about it. The reason why Mugen Train was great to me was because every time I think of esoteric art, Rengoku, I know what time it is. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to figure out when that moment was. When even in One Piece, I think that was the Stampede movie, when the freaking meteor's falling down and they're all trying to figure out what to do. And my boy Zoro kind of cuts it, barely gets it in half, and it's about to kill everybody. My boy Mihawk pulls up, doesn't even sweat, and the whole thing is destroyed, and the freaking thing breaks
Oh,
into
yeah.
pieces. It's like, listen, that moment was amazing. Freaking the gigantic freaking punch from a kid, like the whole situation in the movie is dope, and we don't get to see those things. So I love to see those things in canon moments. But
mm,
again, I do understand that it really is frustrating, and it's a terrible money grab for them to be doing it, because they're holding the people hostage who are not going to read the manga, who want to see it and are going to want to see it at the time of release, to have to go buy movie tickets to go see it when we already subscribe to
That's years,
Crunchyroll,
Maurice.
when we
That's
already subscribe
years.
to things. You know what I'm saying?
That's
So,
years, bro. Like
yeah, yeah. So
that's years. Like I'm here. Like you would be 29. You don't get to see the ending of something until you 34.
yeah,
That's crazy.
yeah, agreed. And it's literally going to be the last season. So it's like this last season is going to be, like you're saying, the next 4 years of our life. And it's like, for all that, just give us the season, let us watch it and
Oh,
enjoy it and get through it. And because it's Demon Slayer, it's gonna be good even as a season. So I could
No,
take that. So I agree with
I'm
that.
not
But that's just
gonna
my
say
thought
too
on
much
that.
about it, but I already think the best of Demon Slayer is yet to come, and it's just like if you're gonna do it, just like I said, just do it right, man. Make it look good. Make it just do everything all together, and not really make it all about the money.
Make the experience great.
that's 3 years,
Mm.
bro. That's 3 years. I'm just
if
thinking
they
about that.
even make
Like
it that
knowing
short
that,
though.
huh?
I said if they even make it that short, they
They're,
could
they're, they're supposed to be
stretch it.
the dates were pushed out. So we're supposed to
Oh,
get one
oh, for
next
real?
year.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're supposed to get one. I think either
I didn't know that.
mid
Okay.
to end. So I think mid to end. So summerish, endish, and then we're supposed to get the next one beginning of 2026, so forth, so on. So they're supposed to literally be coming out
Mm.
in the years. That's what they pushed out. If that changes, which it could change, because we already know how this goes, but that's what they pushed out. But yeah, so I mean, not just make this a tangent too, because I can definitely tangent on this. But yeah, I see what you guys are saying, and I see it like a lot. Like I'm definitely here for what you guys are saying, and I think that's why, the Mugen Train was just a great return to cinema at the time. One, because the pandemic had happened, everything that was going
Mm-hmm.
on. It was just an amazing reason to get yourself in the place to see something
Mm-hmm.
amazing like that. And we can never downturn the events that made that even bigger than what it was. But when you think about it at base, it is a really annoying capitalist grab, and it's frustrating to think about the fact that we're going to be held hostage for the next couple of years just to see something we really like. So, I could, like I said, I could talk about this
Whack.
forever, but yeah, it's a lot.
It's whack. So whack. I already started reading.
Mm.
It's whack. Like I can't. I couldn't. I'm not gonna wait. I'm not waiting.
Mm.
I'm finishing that. And if I and on my, not to say like my dollar doesn't mean anything much. We can let me end here. Then we can. Um,
but who knows who else is thinking like me?
Mm.
You know. So
I think
Well,
a
a
lot of
ton.
people are there.
A lot of people are about to say there are so many people that started reading everything because it's taken so long for things to come out nowadays as opposed to when it used to. So there's a lot of people who just have been reading through stuff. There's some people who are just like, oh man,
Oh,
this is
One
so good. I'm
Punch
reading it now.
Man,
One Punch, exactly. Yeah, like Nobunaga and
Fire
shout
Force.
out to Lex, the Black Cat. They've been reading the One Punch Man for a while. You know what I'm saying? Because they've been waiting for stuff like that. Look at Hunter x Hunter. You know what I'm saying? The things that we're going into reading because they're taking so long
Well,
for them
that's
to
never gonna
surface.
come back.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
But like it's a thing like when we're talking about things like that, there are a lot of people who already jump and ship the way Goose does because there's a lot of and because social media too. Like you can't escape seeing it somewhere. And I'm waiting to see this thing. It's like I'm dodging manga spoilers for the next
Yeah.
4 years as opposed to dodging manga spoilers for it's a couple of months. It's a way different
Yeah.
situation. You know
Probably
what I'm
last
saying?
month it was impossible to dodge like JJK spoilers
Oh,
for
I've been
sure.
dodging them. Oh no, call me Neo, my boy. I ain't get caught once. Um,
There, yeah.
So call me Neo. I did get caught once, so you can call me Neo because he got caught once too. But freaking I did get caught once. But but yeah. So I mean, I'm gonna wrap it here. And I think that this was a very good conversation. It's good to be back in the lab in the place back in Mount Niaboku, whatever you want to call it. But we're here, and it's been great to be and having the conversation. And again, if you guys joined us, like I was saying earlier, we've got 3 questions. You can tackle any one of them in the comment section below. Number 1, what character you think is just absolutely annoying and frustrates you when you see them, whether they're good written and make you annoyed or they're just terrible, like Spinner from My Hero. If you know what I'm saying.
That man
Number
caught a straight
2,
bullet. If you
who do
ask
you
me,
think
he ain't
won
do
the
nothing
the
wrong.
won the battle? Was it L or was it Light? Put that down there to give us your reasoning why. And last but not least, anime movies that are canon taking over the place of seasons. How do you feel that's affecting us as an anime community and culture? So, as always, just want to make sure I'm checking in with you guys. Make sure you're living life to the best of your ability. Make sure that you're supporting people that support you because showing love to people is how you live life the best way that you can. Make sure that you're staying safe out here. For those that are dealing with what you're dealing with down in Florida, may you bounce back ever so quickly. So, please, if you haven't done all these things, remember to keep watching anime because there's nothing wrong with that and the other nerdy things that you do. And above all these things, please remember, stay nerdy, my friends. Johnny.